Hey everyone, how's it going? A few people asked for this on my Instagram for a sort of like breakdown of some of my songs. So today just going to be going through the song Tamagotchi, and we're just going to look at how it's built really. I'm not going to go too in depth on like mixing or anything like that. Um, all I would say about that is I've got a lot from the channels in the mix and produce like a pro. So if you are interested in learning that stuff, that's where I would go to learn. Other than that, yes, like I mostly work in like FL Studio, which is where I'm sort of like program a lot of things. But it's usually just like a total mess in there, and it's unclear what's going on. Um, what I then do is I then kind of export just like WAVs of everything and then mix it all in Reaper, where I can just be a lot more like it's easier to see what I'm doing there. So we're gonna go through just like my Reaper file here and have a look, have a little dig around some of the sounds that are in here. So let's start with the sort of intro and the chorus.
You take up all of my time, sweet time. You never let me go, you never let me go, do you? Yeah, do you? You take up all of my time, sweet time. You never let me go, you never let me go, do you? Yeah, do you? We met on Saturday, but
Okay, so that intro, that's just an acoustic guitar. This acoustic guitar that's like played through a bit crusher to make it sound more kind of computery. That part was probably from my original demo of this song, which was like about 5 years ago. So I was writing this song like for an ex-girlfriend, and I was trying to make this nice love song, and all I could get was that kind of chorus, which is like, you take up all of my time. And that felt like a little bit weird, like something was a bit kind of off. Basically because it was like quite a overly intense relationship, I guess. But I wasn't really seeing that at the time. But then like when I was trying to write a song about it, that was trying to come out. So take what you want from that. But I basically scrapped the song because I couldn't make it nice enough. And then like last year when I was just kind of putting a bunch of songs together, just came back to this song and was just like, oh, that's weird, but I know why now, and I can sort of like make the rest of it. So I kind of wrote the rest of the song. So yeah, let's take a look at the chorus here then as well. So this, thankfully, I'm a lot better at everything since 5 years ago, so this is a lot nicer than the original demo. But we'll break it down. So we've got drums. So these drums kind of just run through the whole song, really, anyway. Then what else we got? We've got bass. So we've actually got two basses here. I think the synth I used for this is called a CM303. It's basically just like an emulator of like, I think it's a Roland 303 is the original type of sound, but it sounds like this. Okay, and then I've got a more distorted kind of version of that. So this is probably like through a guitar amp, with all the bass rolled off, so I can just get it to sing nicely. Okay, we've got some guitars in there. Yeah, some nice distorted guitars there. I think there was a version of this where the guitars were like way heavier, but it didn't quite feel right. I think is there an acoustic? So that's the acoustic guitar from the original demo again. So we've got some synth part here as well. Okay, and then we've got vocals as well, which if we isolate are going to sound like this.
You take up all of my time, sweet time. You never let me go, you never let me go, do you? Yeah, do you? You take up all of my time, sweet time. You never let me go, you never let me go, do you? Yeah, do you?
Cool. Right, what else we got? So the verse is just kind of just breaks that down. It's kind of the same stuff, again, same chord sequence and everything. The only thing that I could think of that's different is this glockenspiel. This glockenspiel part here. Okay. What else we got? Oh, we've got a cool little piano part that comes in here. So in situ, it's kind of like this.
Friends say I don't seem like myself. I put my life on a shelf, and this is bad for my health. But trust me, I feel fine. You take up all of my time, sweet.
So that's like a mellotron kind of thing. I think the plugin for that is called Tapeworm. It's a free plugin. It's quite good. I just use it a lot for that flute sound. I've produced songs for other people that hate that flute sound, and I'm always trying to like squeeze it into places, and it's not always popular, but when I'm doing my stuff, flutes everywhere. One of my favorite details of this song is actually in the second verse.
What's that in your pocket? It's me. I can be your Tamagotchi.
It's just in the left ear here. You might be able to hear it. I'll solo it. It's just me saying the word Tamagotchi, but it's just made to sound really like a computery toy kind of thing. I don't think Tamagotchis ever actually spoke to you, thankfully. I think if mine spoke to me, it would have a lot. It would just be screaming, probably.
I can be your Tamagotchi.
There you go. The second verse is basically the same. I'm quite lazy. Let's have a look at the middle 8 then. Let's have a listen to that.
You're my best dream, sweeter than ice cream. Happy for every meal and never failed to break free. Truth unfolds at the cold snap, crack my teeth. 2 years later, still won't blame me for the cavities. Bubble gum's getting too big, let it engulf me. Turn my whole vision to a sickly pink sheet. Stick to my throat, make me choke so I can't breathe. Can't shut my eyes so I can't see what you do to me. I'm entirely yours, but I think you're mine.
Yeah, so it's basically kind of just breakdown of the song there. It just kind of, the drums finally change to just like this kick. And then, yeah, the vocals, we've got kind of a harmony going on later in that same kind of toy sound.
I'm entirely yours, but I think you're mine.
Put all those vocals together, it'll sound like this.
I'm entirely yours, but I think you're mine.
There's a cool, like, guitar bit that I was quite pleased with here, but I need to find that. Oh, if you can see here as well, this is like the vocals switching between the channels, like where you'll hear it goes from like left to right. Quite pleased with that. I didn't invent the concept of left and right, but if you want to think I did, you can.
You're my best dream, sweeter than ice cream. Happy for every meal that never failed to break free. Truth unfolds, let the cold snap crack my teeth. 2 years later, still won't blame me for the cavity. The bubble gum's getting too big.
Trying to get the vibe of like an 80s kind of song here, like Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. Just any time that you can make something feel like Cyndi Lauper, just do it. That's my advice. There's like a tiny little guitar part that I'm looking for. Where is it? Quite like this little guitar part here. It's quite buried in the mix, but I'm quite pleased. So. So in situ, that sounds like this.
Bubblegum's getting too big, let it engulf me. Turn my whole vision to a sickly pink sheet. Stick to my throat, make me choke so I can't breathe. Can't shut my eyes so I can't see what you do to me. I'm entirely yours, but I think you're mine.
Then it wouldn't be a pop song if it didn't have a massive key change at the end. Key changes get a lot of shit for being like cringy, but this song is cringy enough as it is anyway, so might as well like embrace that, have a big key change. For any of you music nerds out there, it goes up 2 whole semitones. It's surprising as well for like singing. You'd think that as a key change that wouldn't be a lot, but this is like right at the top of my range. And like, I think there's been different versions of this song where I've had it like pitched slightly different, and I've had to like, this happens a lot. Like I kind of write in the wrong range for my voice a lot of the time, and then just have to like change it afterwards when I realize I can't sing it. I think this was probably slightly higher at one point, but I've had to like bring it down a bit just to make it manageable on my voice. It's already a stretch because it's really high, but yeah, let's have a listen.
You take up all of my time, sweet time. You never let me go, you never let me go, do you? Yeah, do you? You take up all of my time, sweet time. You never let me go, you never let me go, do you? Yeah, do you? You take up all of my time.
Okay, this is my favorite bit of the song. So I am a massive fan of like the film Flash Gordon, and like the soundtrack on that film is by Queen, and it's like so good. It's like the best film soundtrack of all time. Brian May's like guitar harmonies, just beautiful. Especially if you isolate it, this guitar part here, I've got like 3 lead guitars going on at once. Basically just sounds like it's off the Flash Gordon soundtrack, really. So that's like 3 separate parts happening at once. And then, yeah, that together with the other parts.
All of my time.
Cool, and that's just the vocal harmonies there at the end, just all shoved through a bit crusher again to just make it sound toy-ish. But yeah, that's the song. Hopefully this was in some way interesting, if that's what you're looking for. Or if you were looking for a boring video, hope that you found this boring. Yeah, I'll do a few more of these if you liked this. Let me know. If you can drop me a subscribe or a like and all that stuff, that's super helpful for growing my channel and getting more people listening to my music and stuff, which I would quite like. I'll be releasing some new music soon as well. Just finishing up, getting all the sort of packaging ready for that, but that's on the way. Yeah, let me know what you liked about this, or if there's any more details you'd like to know or see if I do another release. Yeah, have a good one.